Hey everybody, Mac and Damer here for OCR Kings, and we just completed another one of our fabulous night runs.
That's right.
And we got to talking, and we were thinking about our perfect obstacle course.
Yes.
So we had some ideas. We want to bounce these off you. Maybe you got some additional ideas. We'd love to hear them.
There's also some races like we don't know, or local races, or so it doesn't. This isn't like Spartan specific.
Right.
It's just like if we went out right now and built the perfect OCR race.
Sure.
It was like
we could transport pieces of terrain to right where we wanted them.
That's
We
right.
took the obstacles that we encountered there and we assembled them in line. It would kind of, I don't know, it would include maybe in no particular order, maybe in this order as we discussed them. I would like to see some of the signature stuff that we came across. Number one, I'd like to bring back the rifles that you ran with at West Point.
at West Point.
That was just a nice...
West Point, you went through like, I mean, it was just some shipping containers, but it was like
Kill house.
Kill house.
Yeah.
You actually had
That was cool.
it was like a dummy rifle, and you had to first hump along through the woods through a path, and then you came through an actual little kill house. It was like that was really cool. It was like West Point was cool.
That,
so it was
that
like,
would be in our course. We would, and you
yes,
know,
just something totally different.
you mentioned something as we were kind of discussing from Battle Frog.
Yes.
A classic.
Battle Frog was like, that was an early one that I did in Florida, and it was like they actually had like paintball stations where you like run up and you had to lay down, pick up, someone was loading paintballs, and it was like, and you just shot at a target. So you lay down, went prone, plinked a couple of rounds off, moved to the next position, kneeled, so you went prone, was like kneeling, stand, 3 times, 3 shots, and then you were out of that obstacle.
That's cool.
Not hard, but
accuracy and something
just
different.
So cool. If you missed, it didn't matter, but it was like you were just doing something so different. That it was like, all right, that's really neat.
You know, speaking of Battle Frog and non-Spartan, I would also include something or transport us back into time. Okay, the 2012 Mount Snow Tough Mudder had a Tyrolean traverse, a rope cross that went on forever.
I don't know how they got ropes that long. It went across like a lake.
A huge body of water.
You started in the air, and by the time you were halfway, you were in the water, but you're still pulling yourself, and the water was like
ice cold.
Asininely cold.
BFC. Let your imagination run wild with that. It was chilly.
Like right down the back. It's
yeah.
Like, oh, but it was like you just pulled yourself along the rope.
Whether you started on top or below the rope, you were still getting wet.
You were in the drink.
And if you fell off, you had to swim a while. So I would bring that back.
Huge Tyrolean.
The only thing that was close was Bone Frog.
Bone Frog.
Yeah,
yep, in
back in the
Massachusetts.
days. Yeah.
Yes.
Shalamon.
They haven't done that one in a while, but they've got a little like pond for their snow guns at the bottom, and they did the ropes across that a few times, and it was close, but not as colossal.
That thing for Tough Mudder, that was crazy.
That Tough Mudder was.
You know, you were mentioning the snow guns, not quite as big, but I would include, and we've gushed about this now several times, I would include the uphill barbed wire crawl.
The one we just did.
From Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they had the sprinklers coming down. That was cool.
It's like everyone's got some kind of barbed wire crawl, so it's like went uphill. It was like it started flat, had different terrain features. They got the sprayers at the top. There's like water channeling down. It's all pooled at the bottom, getting kind of muddy and sandy. It was like that was just really neat and definitely not just something you could just roll through 10 times and you're out the other end. So
Absolutely.
that was cool. It's like one that I would like to see from Savage Race was Sawtooth.
Oh, yeah.
So,
with the up and down.
Yeah, so it actually, so it's like monkey bars up, but then it has a little V section in the middle. So it's like instead of just kind of getting in a groove and going up, coming down, like Tough Mudder has up and down. It's like just a little something. Tough Mudders isn't bad. The one we did at New Hampshire, so it's like you went monkey bars up, and then you had to transfer to the wheels, like the
definitely
wheel
fun.
Bar, so
I
fun,
wouldn't argue with including that, but Sawtooth, you got a good point there.
I think Sawtooth was pretty cool.
Funky Monkey, that's what we did in New Hampshire. I'd throw that in there. That's a good time. I would also include. We were talking about water, okay? From Palmerton. ape hanger.
Yeah.
You're in the water, you go up the rope,
Yep.
you go across the ladder. I think that would be cool. It's one of those like obstacle location, the venue location specific obstacles.
And they
I'd like
used to
that.
do the rope climb out of the water.
We did that at Killington.
Yeah, and that was quite early on in Spartan. That was a usual.
Wouldn't mind seeing that too.
Wouldn't mind seeing that just once in a while.
Yeah.
It's like it doesn't. It's like
It does some dynamics with the feet. You're going to have to use your arms at least for the beginning to get out of
the water.
Get out of the water. Yeah.
Yep. Before you can do that J hook.
And regardless of where you put all of those, I would like to see the ending of the race be just like it was at Spartanburg. Okay,
Yeah,
our beast.
It was
2018.
Basically, like obstacle out, like really
Freaking
stacked
thing didn't
obstacle.
end. It was rolling mud
Jacksonville was close, but if they like pushed that all
together.
and just smashed it all, so it was like let it run and then
Rolling mud through that orange, red Martian clay that they got down
that
there.
stuff was so slick. Yep.
And it went on and on and on. There was barbed wire. You had to go under and roll a little bit, as if I recall correctly. The dunk wall.
Didn't that slant wall have like plastic?
It had like a tarp plastic thing on top of it.
So slippery. Yeah. The aluminum one's okay, and it's a little slick, but it was nothing like
No,
that.
that was a challenge. Plus, you were exhausted from going, through the water, under the barbed wire, under the dunk wall.
More like the new Olympus, but even more slippery.
Maybe slippery, slipperier, if that's even a term.
Right.
It is now.
Yeah, that was really cool.
OCR
It was like,
Kings 2020.
I went across the finish line, like just smoked from like that set of finishing obstacles.
Check that video out. If 2018, our beast from Spartanburg.
Yeah.
And all of these things that we'd mentioned, I think really to pull them together and make it even more special and make it more fun and cool would be to have it at night.
Yes.
Like a toughest mudder, like we did it was also 2018, was it not? I believe so.
Yeah. Yep.
If it wasn't, check out that video. We did that was really cool.
I love the event.
And,
I love the way the video came out because it was like misting and it was beautiful and it's dark and
you freeze your ass off.
It's like,
to be quite frankly,
we got our little blinking lights and it was like
that was cool.
It was really cool. And then you come into each obstacle and it's beautifully lit.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Really,
that was amazing. Check out that video if you get a chance.
Yes.
So that if we could pool all of those things together, if we could somehow arrange those, that would be amazing.
That's amazing. Right. So then the question is, what would you like to see, or what would you change, or what?
What did we leave out?
Yeah.
Let us know.
Do you not like the nighttime? It was like, I don't know.
No, too bad. You have to have it in. No, okay. If we missed any cool obstacles, you got something in mind, let us know.
There's a bunch out there.
That would be cool. Who knows? We win Powerball. We're making this course.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. That's right. Go fund us, Paige.
But you know what? Until that time, remember, as always, train hard.
Have fun.